Most Volkswagen diesel drivers have no idea they're slowly destroying their engine just by driving it normally. You start it, you shift early, you keep the revs low, you let it idle, just like the guy at the dealership told you. And all the while, you're choking the very engine that was built to outlive the car. TDI engines are known for reliability, built to last 500,000 kilometers. But most never see 200,000. Why? Not because of design flaws, not because it's a bad year, but because of habits. Quiet, daily habits. The kind that feel harmless until they cost you a turbo, a DPF, or worse, a full engine. Today we're exposing 7 driving habits that ruin your Volkswagen diesel engine and how to fix them before it's too late. Subscribe if you want more real, technical content that saves you thousands and makes your car last longer. Short trips are killing your TDI. Here's the lie most VW diesel drivers believe. It's a tough engine, short drives won't hurt it. But the truth, every short trip is a silent attack on your engine's core. Volkswagen TDIs, from the Golf to the Passat, are designed to reach and sustain high operating temperatures. When you shut down the engine too soon, you stop the entire system from doing its job. That means your DPF doesn't regenerate, soot builds up, and back pressure starts choking performance. That means moisture from combustion stays in the oil, thinning it, corroding metal, and inviting sludge. And your EGR system, it clogs, slowly, quietly, until one day the check engine light becomes a regular guest. These are the kinds of damages that don't show up at 30,000 kilometers. They show up at 120,000 with a 4-figure repair bill. Want your TDI to last? Take it on regular long drives. 20 to 30 minutes of sustained highway speeds? That's not wasted fuel. That's DPF health. That's oil protection. That's long-term peace of mind. And if you think short trips are bad, cold starts and hard acceleration. Imagine this. It's 6 a.m. You start your diesel, throw it in gear, and hit the throttle like it's warmed up. Sounds familiar? It's also one of the fastest ways to ruin a turbo. Cold oil flows slowly. It doesn't reach the turbo bearings, pistons, or cylinder walls in time. And if you're flooring it, you're running metal against metal, dry, with high pressure. That's micro-scoring, bearing wear, and long-term heat stress that will cost you later. Diesels are built for torque and toughness, yes, but only once they're at full operating temperature. Until then, be gentle, drive calm, let the oil circulate and thin out, especially if it's freezing outside. You're not babying the engine. You're preparing it to deliver full power without hurting itself. 1 minute of patience now equals years of reliable performance. Still think a quick pull from a cold start is harmless? Ask your turbo's bearings how they feel about it. Letting it idle too much. My TDI's idling. No big deal, right? Trucks do it all the time. Except here's the problem. Your Volkswagen diesel is not a long-haul semi. It's a precision-engineered system with emissions controls, tight tolerances, and zero tolerance for lazy combustion. When you let your TDI idle too long, in the driveway, in traffic, or waiting for someone, you're not saving your engine. You're poisoning it. First, the fuel burns poorly at idle. That means more soot. That soot doesn't just go out the tailpipe. It builds up in the DPF and EGR system, suffocating them over time. Then there's fuel dilution. At low RPMs, diesel can seep past the piston rings into the oil. What's the result? Thinner oil, less protection, and faster wear. And because the combustion temperature stays low, carbon sticks to your pistons, valves, and injector tips. That's long-term damage for short-term convenience. So here's the rule. If you're idling more than 60 seconds, shut it off. Modern TDIs don't need long warm-ups, and they don't benefit from long cooldowns unless the turbo's been working hard. Every minute your engine idles unnecessarily, you're not just burning fuel, you're aging your engine faster than you think. Shutting down the turbo when it's still hot. You just pulled off the highway, parked at the gas station, and turned off your TDI like it's no big deal. But here's what your turbo's doing at that moment. Spinning at over 150,000 RPM, red hot, with no fresh oil flowing through it. That's not a cooldown. That's a turbo death sentence. Volkswagen diesel turbos operate under extreme heat and pressure, especially after towing, long drives, or high-speed stretches. When you shut the engine off instantly, you stop oil circulation. But the turbo keeps spinning from momentum. That leftover heat, it cooks the oil sitting inside the housing. That's called oil coking, and it forms carbon crust on the turbo's internals. Over time, that crust chokes oil passages, burns the bearings, and triggers premature failure. And once the turbo fails, it's not just performance you lose, you risk sending metal fragments into your intake or exhaust system. Want your turbo to live past 200,000 kilometers? Idle for just 60 seconds after heavy use. That's all it takes. 1 minute of cool down means a decade of extra life. Don't trust start-stop systems to manage this either. They prioritize emissions, not turbo health. You're smarter than that. Let your turbo breathe, and it will thank you with years of boost and torque. Ignore it, and it'll thank you with a $2,000 repair bill. Driving at low RPM all the time? Diesel engines are built for torque, so I shift early and stay in the low revs. And that's how you save fuel, right? It's a nice idea until you look inside the engine after 150,000 kilometers. Constant low RPM driving might feel smooth, but it's slowly choking your engine from the inside. Let's break it down. When you keep your VW diesel at 1,200 to 1,800 RPM all day long, the combustion temperatures stay low. That means incomplete fuel burn. The leftover soot has to go somewhere, and it does, into your DPF, your EGR valve, and your intake system. Next, that same low RPM load means the EGR valve is working overtime, pulling dirty exhaust back into your intake to keep emissions down. But guess what? That exhaust carries sticky carbon particles that build up on your valves, clog your manifold, and reduce airflow. It gets worse. Low revs also mean more stress on your dual-mass flywheel, a sensitive, expensive part that's designed to dampen vibration. Keep lugging the engine at 1,300 RPM in fifth gear, and you'll soon hear rattles, feel vibrations, and maybe even face a €1,000 plus replacement. And let's not forget the injectors, forced to deliver fuel in a narrow spray window, repeatedly under low pressure. With little help from the combustion cycle, it's like making a sprinter jog slowly for years. They lose their edge. So what's the solution? No, you don't need to redline it at every light. But your TDI was engineered to breathe across the rev range. Take it past 2,500 to 3,000 RPM occasionally, especially on the highway. Give the turbo a chance to spool fully. Burn off the deposits. Use the entire power band like VW intended. This isn't about driving hard. It's about giving your diesel a chance to stay clean and strong. Drive smart, not soft, because gentle doesn't always mean kind. Ignoring fuel quality and additives. Diesel is diesel. Just fill up and go. That's what most people believe, until their injectors start misfiring, the fuel pump starts whining, and their engine turns rough at idle. Here's the truth. Not all diesel is created equal, especially for modern Volkswagen TDIs. These engines run at up to 30,000 pounds per square inch of fuel pressure. That means any water, dirt, or low-quality blend has the power to destroy precision components in a matter of weeks. Let's start with water. Diesel attracts moisture, especially in humid climates or near coastal areas. Water in your fuel causes corrosion in the injectors, high-pressure pump, and rail. If enough gets through, it can even cause hydrolock, a catastrophic failure that bends rods and ends engines. Then there's low-cetane diesel, the rough equivalent of low-octane gasoline. It burns poorly, causes knocking, hesitation, and higher soot output. And dirty diesel? It clogs fuel filters, wears down injector nozzles, and makes your engine run rough and inefficient. You might save €5 at a no-name station today, but you're gambling with a €4,000 injection system. What should you do? Always buy diesel from trusted high-turnover stations. Avoid fueling right after a tanker delivery. That's when sediment gets stirred up. Drain your fuel water separator monthly, especially in winter. And seriously, consider a quality VW-approved diesel additive. Look for one that boosts cetane, separates water, keeps injectors clean, and prevents gelling in cold weather. Modern diesel engines are more efficient than ever, but also less forgiving. Fuel is no longer just fuel. It's the lifeblood of a high-precision machine. Treat it that way, and your TDI will reward you with smooth power and clean emissions for years. Cheap out, and your mechanic will love you. Your wallet? Not so much. Driving full load without warming up. It's early morning, your TDI fires up on the first turn, and you hit the road with a trailer, or climb a steep hill, or maybe just push it hard to overtake. Seems fine, right? After all, if it starts, it's ready. Except that's not how engines work, especially not modern Volkswagen diesels. Here's what's really happening when you push your engine under full load right after a cold start. First, the turbo is spinning fast and hot, but the oil hasn't reached it yet. Cold oil flows like syrup, especially below freezing, and it takes time to reach full viscosity and proper circulation. That means your turbo bearings, spinning at up to 200,000 RPM, are running on partial lubrication, already wearing themselves out. Your pistons are expanding unevenly. Metals need heat to reach their design tolerances. Cold pistons, cold cylinder walls, tight clearances, all a recipe for micro-friction and long-term scoring. And don't forget the oil itself. Cold oil hasn't stabilized, and that means it's not yet able to manage heat, friction, and pressure the way it's supposed to. In short, you're pushing your diesel before it's ready to defend itself. The solution is simple. Let it warm up. Drive gently for the first 5 to 10 minutes. Monitor both the coolant and oil temperature gauges. When both are in range, that's your green light, not before. Modern VW TDIs are brilliantly engineered, but like any machine, they need time to wake up. Respect that warm-up phase, and your turbo, injectors, pistons, and bearings will thank you with years of reliable service. Skip it, and you're trading long-term life for short-term speed. Your Volkswagen diesel wasn't built to fail. It was built to last, but only if you let it. Because no matter how advanced the engineering, even a TDI can't survive bad habits. Short trips silently choke the engine. Hard acceleration on a cold block grinds down your internals. Long idling ruins oil and clogs your filters. And cutting off the turbo when it's still glowing seals its fate. Driving at low RPM all the time sounds smart, but ends up loading your engine with carbon. Bad diesel fuel? That's the silent killer of injectors and pumps. And full throttle before warm-up? That's not power, that's punishment. The best part? Every single one of these habits is avoidable. No tech, no tools, just the will to treat your engine right. So which one hit you hardest? Let us know in the comments. Hit like if you've just saved your TDI from an early death. Subscribe for more truth-telling from Das Auto Diaries. And don't miss our next video, Top 9 Volkswagens that simply never break down.